So they said since Brad Holmes been here, so let me count in my head. They won what, one or two games the first year. Then, made a run at the second year, NFC Championship game, upset exit last year versus Washington. So in his fifth year, when he has more than 5 second round picks, every second round pick that he didn't dealt with or drafted has got a season-ending injury or they on injured reserve, not named Tate Ratledge. So the first 2 years he took he took um he took Levi Onwuzurike. Now let me tell you about this guy. Check out the Trey Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I want to break this down so y'all can understand where I'm coming from. It was the COVID year. Onwuzurike didn't play football that whole year. They drafted him knowing he had a bad back injury. He ain't played football in a year. Why is your back hurting? You know who else who had a back injury that he never recovered from after, taking the year off? Ben Simmons. He's never recovered from that. So, excuse me. Onwuzurike, the back injury was so bad that they said he couldn't even sit down in team meetings. It automatically, you knew that was a bad draft pick. Maybe in the 6th, 7th round, you take a chance on a guy like that. Bad draft pick. You go to Josh Pascal. He was injured in the Senior Bowl. He was injured throughout his career. You know what I'm saying? Look at his career. He's had injuries and overcome all types of stuff. He's always been injured. The very next year, they take another defensive lineman that's always been injured. When they took him, he was injured. He was injured when he took him. He came to us injured. So this is not a situation where he's picking guys because he's cheap. He's spending because he's cheap. No, the first 2 second-round draft picks on the defensive line he took, which is high picks in my opinion, they both had injuries already. I don't know about Onwuzurike, but Pascal had a laundry list of injuries. And I don't have a list in front of me. You know what I'm saying? This is off recollection right now. Then I want to say the next year he took Brian Branch and Sam Laporta. Branch is solid. He was, only injuries I remember him personally having. I think Kirby had a hip injury. He had a knee injury. He had a boot on, and then he was ready for the season. Apparently he was dealing with some type of lower leg injury this year, and then he blew his Achilles out. That's just the freaking nature. Sam Laporta, tight ends is a tough. So then you got 4. So that's 4 right there in 3 drafts. 4 of your second round picks is no longer here to be around. 4 of them. The latter 2, I just think was freak accidents. I don't know the injury history in college or nothing. I just think it came with the game. So that's 4 high first round draft picks. We didn't even talk about the other guys he drafted that was injury prone. Right? That next year, they take what was the brother's name? Because we in what year? Boom, year 3. So we got Onwuzurike, we got Pascal, we had Branch and Laporta. So we in year 4 now. It took Ennis Rackstraw. He barely sniffed the field. The first year he had a season-ending surgery. He came back towards the end of the season. I think got injured again. Came in this year. Season ain't even started. He had a season-ending shoulder injury. Somebody told me that he blew his ACL out in college, or he missed a large amount of time in college. So you already knew. If that's true, let me fact check that. We got the additional iPhone right here. Let's fact check it. Let's see. Yes. They said during his college career in Missouri from 2020 to 2023, Ennis Rackstraw Jr. dealt with significant injuries, most notably a torn ACL in 2021 that ended his sophomore season and a groin injury in 2023 that caused him to miss games in the Cotton Bowl. He's literally handpicking non-durable football. Brad Holmes is literally picking these guys. He's literally picking these guys, He's picking these guys knowing their history. Only two of them that I think didn't really have injury history in Branch and Sam Laporta. The other three, he knew. He knew what it was. And then once you mix that in with the fact that that they apparently, according to Avonte Maddox, he told Amon-Ra St. Brown that all the hitting they do in training camp and practice that had never happened in Philly. You pair that with with tough and gritty practices, high collision practices, you're not surprised. This is not an anomaly which the Lions are sitting there saying, hey man, this is just a freak. This is who they are. They're handpicking guys that are injury prone and bringing them in. And we get it. We heard the article with Brad Holmes. He had the article where he said that, him getting a car accident and his, football career in a car accident make him sympathize with other injury prone players. Shake that shit. Shake Shack say? Shake on down. Shake that shit. You are costing this team a Super Bowl. It's like we so close. We finally turned the corner, and then it's just like, oh, you never gonna get it because of something this small. It's not his inability to identify talent, leadership, guys that like football. It's his inability to shake him sympathizing with injury-prone players. Let it go. The reason the Lions haven't won one Super Bowl, been to one Super Bowl, or nothing like that in this regime, the reason why, they started the second year, they started off so slow. The reason they only won one or two games that first year, 2 games, was because of injuries. Tyrell Williams, the number 1 receiver they picked, he played a couple snaps, went down. Emmanuel Mosley, they kept brought him in off of ACL, tore it again, brought him back again. DJ Reader was coming off his second torn quad. This shit gotta stop. Like, godly. Start picking the guys who are healthy, who are durable. And then you need to look at their practice habits. They need to look at their practice habits. That's it. They need to look at their practice habits. But this is wild. Every one of them second round picks is on IR. When you start talking about the kid they drafted this where Ahmad Hassan, whatever, he got injured. When you start talking about F.A. Melifano, he suffered injuries. Kirby Joseph, he suffered injuries. A lot of these guys they drafted over the course of years that was here was often injured. Not that they wasn't talented. They was often injured. In this draft class they took this year was booty cheeks. That Terry Arnold draft was looking like booty cheeks. The last couple drafts he had is straight ass cheeks. Oh, straight ass cheeks so far. It's looking bad, man. And looking bad. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Amazon, the whole 9. Everything inside the link tree. Peace.